Hello everybody, my name is Justin and welcome back to another episode of Whiskey Tears. And on today's video, I am excited because today we are doing Penelope Bourbon Barrel Strength. But this is a special pick by Patuxent Wine and Spirits, which is a local store near me, actually where I got the Old Carter recently. So I'm kind of a fan of theirs. They also have a little whiskey and wine bar next door to their actual liquor store called Barrel 9. It's really cool. It's in Southern Maryland, Lusby, Maryland, exactly. If you guys ever happen to be in the area, probably not, but look it up, Barrel 9, and we're going to do this today. So this is the Toasted Series. It is coming in at 115 proof. It is barrel strength. It is chart number 3 with a heavy toast aged 5 years, batch number 1784. And they say the Toasted Series explores new and unique expressions of our signature 4-grain straight bourbon whiskey after full maturation in charred new oak barrels. Penelope Bourbon is finished in a new, freshly toasted barrel. Each batch is custom and has distinct flavor and is truly unique. So, I'm excited. Let's get into it. All right, before we start, I do really like the bottle. I think it looks slick with the black label, with the kind of rose gold lettering on there, and there's some, I don't know how well you can see it, but there's kind of like some ghost almost roses there in the background. It's got the nice handwritten on the back with the batches and the proof on the front, all of that. So I think this also might be the tallest bottle of bourbon I have. Kentucky Owl's pretty tall. It is just slightly taller than that one. The new riffs are pretty tall. It is definitely taller than those. So yeah, this is officially the tallest bottle of bourbon that I personally own. But we're gonna do the bottle pop and get into the nosing, so let's go. I have not popped this one previously, so this one is going to be a fresh pop. Kind of a weak pop there. It is a synthetic cork. It's got the groove on the side, which probably helps with that. But let's go ahead and nose it straight out of the bottle. Penelope Barrel Strength, selected by Patuxent Wine and Spirits. Oh my, that is not what I was expecting. It is a 4-grain, and it is toasted. I think this is, finished in toasted barrels. I think this is maybe the first toasted that I've done here on the channel, and that is not the nose I was expecting. It's very light. I think some lemon peels is really the first thing that's standing out to me, which is not what I was expecting, which is why it was very citrusy. It's very lemon peely, which is kind of threw me off guard. I think lemon peel, caramel, and maybe you can just get a hint of that toastiness, almost like just an overly haze of smokiness coming out of there. So we're gonna pour it out. I'm excited to try it here. It's gonna be my first ever tasting of anything from Penelope, so I'm excited about that. And we're gonna get into it in just a second. So it is maybe slightly darker, aged 5 years, so I like it. I personally like my bourbon and whiskey as dark as it can get. I think the darker generally the better, but depends on what you're doing with it as well. So we got the nose out of the bottle. Let's see if it stays the same here coming out of the glass. Legs are actually a little bit weak on this one compared to maybe normal, so let's try it. Yeah, you definitely get lemon peel. You definitely get the toasted notes. It's like a very light toast though, like a light toasted marshmallow sitting on top of some freshly peeled lemons. A little bit of vanilla in there. Very citrusy though, very citrusy on the nose, but it is a very light nose. It's not overly strong. Like the citrus certainly pops out at you, but you got to really kind of dig in there to try and get the other ones. It's not overly strong on the nose, so we'll see how it is on the taste. First ever sip of Penelope Bourbon Toasted Series, barrel strength, 115. Let's go. First thought, right out of the gate, is it's much better than it smells. Much better than it smells was my first thought right out of the gate. It hit me much stronger than I thought. It's still lingering there, but it doesn't go down burning at all, especially for 115 proof. I've got zero burn going down my throat right now. So we've got toasted marshmallow for sure, 100% in there, with a little bit of woodiness. It's almost like a combination of, like you're getting the flavors from inside a fire pit with the marshmallow, and that's all that toastiness kind of flavors that you're getting, which is nice. I like that. Definitely got some a little bit of sweetness in there. I got to pick out exactly what the sweetness is. But you don't get nearly as much of the citrus as you do on the nose. I was expecting much more citrus. If anything, I think I'm getting maybe a little bit of almost like an orange soda. There's like an orange soda, like not an actual orange, but an orange soda, which I like orange soda, so it's good for me. I like it, but it's kind of there in the background behind the toasted marshmallow and wood. And what else we got? Caramel. Okay, you can definitely tell that it's a 4-grain. You can, if you leave it in your mouth there for a bit, you can get some hints of the rye. I'm assuming there's malted barley in there. It definitely leaves you with more of that kind of mouthfeel than you would get just out of a straight bourbon. But yeah, it's pretty good overall. I'm happy with it. The question is now, where is this going to go on the tier list? So this bottle cost me, I believe, $70 here locally for this store pick of this Penelope Toasted series. It's the first Toasted series I've done here on the channel. Nose really threw me off. I was not expecting that on the nose, and then it got much better on the taste. So I'm back and forth between where I want to put this one overall, but I think Penelope Barrel Strength Toasted series, selected by Patuxent Wine and Spirits, is going to go on the B tier. I think it's good enough to go on the B tier overall. It's pretty good. It's nothing crazy amazing, nothing that, you know, I would go out seeking purposefully, I don't think, to add to my shelf collection, but certainly one that I'll be happy to have here in my collection, and if people come over, to give them a little bit different notes and maybe throw them off a little bit with their tasting. So it's going to go in the B tier for me for Penelope. Have you guys had, well, probably not this exact pick before, but have you guys had the Penelope Toasted Series Cask Strength before? If you have, let me know down in the comments below what you thought of it, what kind of tasting notes you got out of it. It really threw me off on the nose there. So coming in 115 proof, I'm going to drink the rest of it and then go edit these videos. So if you guys are enjoying them, make sure you hit like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.